we had a scheduled C-section for, I can't remember exactly, I think it was 9 o'clock in the morning or something like that. We drove down to the hospital and we were commenting on how nice it was in comparison to a couple days before where it was really smoky in town and you couldn't even see.
The boys were both 7 pounds, 15 ounces, and they were born at 38 weeks, so they were healthy.
I texted a few of my friends that, we'd had the kids and everything was good, and I kept getting these texts back saying, well, what's the deal with this fire? And I kept texting them, nothing, I don't think. What's the big deal?
And around that same time, I think the nurses came in to me, and I'd probably only been out of recovery for a couple hours, probably like, 2 o'clock, something like that. And they said, well, we think we might need to leave. We need to get you up and walking. Can you move? And at that point, I maybe had 50% of the feeling back in my legs. So I said, can you give me 20 minutes? And I'm going to kind of try and move my legs a bit. They actually said, okay, everyone's going to gather at the nurse's station and we're going to go downstairs. And we're going to get on buses and go to Firebag. I'm like, okay, Firebag, it's a couple hours away.
It was hours.
It was like 8 or 9 hours.
It was a really, really long time. The traffic was horrible. You couldn't get one way or the other. There was people camped on the side of the road.
At the hospital in Fort McMurray, when you have twins, they put them in a big bassinet. So you know how normally you've got your little plastic bassinet in your room? We had like a double-size one. So Curtis had the 2 babies in that on his lap. And I remember I was just thinking that when I get to Firebag, I can lay down. I can lay down and go to sleep and we'll deal with this tomorrow. As soon as we got off the bus, the people there put an elastic tag around my neck and they started writing on it. So they wrote down, I still have it, it has the time that I arrived there. And then that's what they used when we got in. As soon as we got inside, I was, I think, 1 step below the most critical patient. So there was people in there on stretchers. I wasn't one of those. I was kind of next in line. And they gave me IV fluids and took my blood pressure and all the things that hadn't happened since I left the hospital. And then kind of said, okay, you're on the next plane. I think we landed in Edmonton at around 3:30ish. And we were triaged at the Stars Center there. And so we were sent to the Grey Nuns, which was amazing. But I didn't get back into a hospital bed till 8:30 in the morning. So I'd pretty much been on the go for a lot of hours and I just collapsed and I was done. Yeah, it was a crazy, crazy, crazy day that you would never in a million years imagine that, something that's going to happen, during the birth of your child. But yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a story that's retold a lot of times over the years. And I've kept all the magazines and stuff that came out that were, special editions of the fire so that they have that when they're older if they're interested.